Hey guys,
So,
today we're going to be talking about Saitama versus Goku.
the pointless argument. I mean, completely pointless. It's horribly pointless. Now, I kind of don't want to rant, but I am going to rant with how pointless this is. So, this is actually, not only is it pointless, it also is probably the biggest debate in anime history. Screw all the other fan bases or all your shipping, especially My Hero Academia. I mean, that fan base is just the dark web of fan bases.
Yeah.
I mean, we watched My Hero Academia though, so wouldn't that count as us being in that fan base?
No.
Alright.
Didn't you watch Nook's Taku?
Yeah, I watched them, yeah. Never mind. We're not in the fan base.
Okay, so basically we're going to be explaining why Saitama is stronger than Goku. Pretty obvious.
I mean, we're not impartial in any way. It's not like I'm wearing a Saitama shirt right now.
Well, you don't see it.
I'm not wearing it.
Are you sure?
Yes. That's not Saitama. That's Saitama. Okay, so we're a little bit impartial.
Yeah. I'm wearing a Nintendo shirt.
Nintendo.
Okay, so let's get started. Now, I will do the first reason just because I want to do it. So I'll have my face cam on. And you can just come in when you want to.
Yeah.
Okay. First reason I feel like Saitama is stronger than Goku. I'm just going to start off with villain. Now, this is going to be kind of a little bit of two parts I'm going to do. First thing, Saitama, the main villain in the first series, was Lord Boros. Now, he was going around destroying, find a worthy opponent, pretty much. And yeah, Frieza is Goku's. Well, what was Goku's, main enemy, pretty much. And he was, going around destroying planets for Lord Boros, and then, came across Goku. So, yeah. Basically, I would put Boros and Frieza at about the same level, right? Now, in my opinion, if this was a tier list, Boros and Frieza would be an A tier. They went, just to give you, an image, Goku would be S tier. But Saitama, he would be above S tier.
He'd be in Blue Fruit tier or something like that.
Yeah, he'd be way, pretty much above it. Because, Goku versus Frieza, Goku probably couldn't one-punch Frieza or anything. He'd probably, take time for him to, beat him. But
it did take time. I mean, if you
it did.
not watched the Frieza saga, which, my opinion, best saga in the whole entire Dragon Ball Z. I mean, the Cell games and all that were kind of good, and all the Android
Tournament
stuff.
Power.
But the Frieza was just the best, in my opinion.
What about Tournament of Power?
What?
Tournament of Power.
Well, that's not Dragon Ball Z. That's Dragon Ball Super. I said Dragon Ball Z.
Well, yeah.
Tournament Power is definitely the best part of Dragon Ball Super, though. I mean.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, Boros, Frieza versus Goku. That takes him quite a while, but Boros versus Saitama, that's a different story. Now, Boros, supposed to be the strongest. This is how battle goes. Remember, you guys may not like spoilers to this stuff. You guys should already have watched this. Pretty much. Saitama versus Boros is, Saitama punches him because he's annoyed by him talking. Boros' armor breaks off, which means now he can, now suppressing his power. They, keep, Boros rushes at him. Saitama kind of, just, backs away a little bit, kind of. And when they're, done with that part, Boros lost an arm because Saitama just, hit it off. The next part, Boros
Just does a barrage.
he just comes at him. He's doing, consecutive punches, and Saitama's just, doing grabs. And, and he's pretty much, so then he gets to a part where, Boros, just hits him into a bunch of pillars, and then just keeps hitting him. Then they end up outside where, Boros is like still like punching a bunch. Saitama then like finally gets a stand, and then Boros just comes from behind and just like does a really strong punch, and well, then Saitama's just like there standing, and Boros just like, yeah, you're doing pretty, like, talking about how, oh yeah, I can regenerate. So he regenerates his arm, and yeah, but this time was like, blah, 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 I don't really care. So Boros goes into this, like, I'm pretty sure it's called meteoric burst. Which is like this,
I think it's meteoric burst.
yeah, meteoric burst. Pumpkin Jack knows this stuff.
I know the most because I am the one that watches this crap more.
So basically, turns to like being white, and he gets a really big power boost. And he just starts like doing a bunch of hits on Saitama. He starts like hitting him around the freaking ship, and he's just like moving really fast. And the animation's awesome. This is one of the best anime battles I've ever seen. Because the animation style is really good. Like, in the manga, was really good. Anime adaptation, really, really good. I mean, seriously. Then, there's like final attack, kind of. He knees him up into the air. And that, like, scene, just right there, that was really cool.
He, like, Falcon kicks him so hard, and, like, the game thing doesn't show up, though, because, Saitama's a heavy character. He doesn't get hit that easily, even though he gets, like, freaking drop kicked into the moon.
Yeah, and then, like, Saitama he gets hit into the moon, and then, well, yeah, it's just staying there. He goes up, he kind of, like, holds his breath, then he just sees a rock, and then he's just like, okay, better go. So he jumps from the moon to Earth in a couple of seconds. That's really good. It's really fast. Boros is like, oh, I can't really use all this energy. I gotta use this to like end the fight quickly. But then Saitama just goes back down, and he's like, oh yeah, I made it. I'm surprised because, that's pretty cool, man. And then Boros gets angry, just starts rushing at Saitama. Saitama does a punch in his gut, and like Boros like gets like pretty damaged.
He gets like basically cocooned.
Yeah, basically cocooned. Then he gets back up like that's the way Saitama. But before he can even catch his breath, Saitama just goes there, does consecutive normal punches with one arm. That's one arm, not even both. It's one.
One arm consecutive normal punch, and then
that's really fast. Boros is only in a couple like little pizzas in midair, but then he's like, oh yeah, I'm not ready to give up. So he like comes back together, and then he's doing a thing like he's just getting like really like bunch of lightning and stuff coming from him, and then he's like about to unleash all of his power, and it's like, I'm pretty sure he does a thing called wasn't it like Collapsing Star Roaring Cannon?
Yes, Collapsing Star Roaring Cannon.
Yeah, Collapsing Star Roaring Cannon, which he could pretty much destroy the planet with that. He could destroy the planet.
So that's a Frieza level threat right there.
Yeah, Frieza level threat.
And then Saitama
Saitama, like, is coming at him. Saitama just does a serious punch, and then deflects it back. And that just like, pretty much Boros is down. But Boros is like really a little bit alive, and like he's he's just like there, and he's talking to him, and Saitama's like, well, you're still alive, you're pretty strong. And like, that's pretty much it. Saitama Boros was like, you lied. This wasn't really even a fair fight.
Yeah, he even said like he still had power to spare, so it already shows that, Saitama's got a lot more power than you think. Which, yeah. And then if I was going to compare the Saitama versus Boros fight to the Frieza versus Goku fight, the Frieza versus Goku is more of a slap fight, and then Frieza trying to pull a couple dirty moves and all that because it's Frieza. But I mean, other than that, it's legit just. I think the Saitama versus Boros fight was much better. I understand that the Frieza fight took even more episodes, but I mean, just that one episode had more action than all the episodes. Like, it was. I like. So, like, with fights, I like either them to be short and action packed, or, like, if they're long, they still need to be action packed.
Yeah, okay, so basically, that was a really good fight, man. Like, but Saitama against Boros and Frieza against Goku, that, there's not really that much, like, there's a big difference because, like, Frieza versus Goku, that was pretty close. And even then, today, it'll be, like, closer than Boros versus Saitama. Now, now that I'm talking about, like, Boros versus Saitama, I'm gonna go into part 2 real quick, and it's serious punches. All the times he used serious punches or serious moves at all. Now, first time was when he was going against Lord Boros. He used it to deflect the thing back at him. Now, the reason he used that is because he's kind of like trying not to insult his pride. He's trying to, like, be like, hey, you did pretty good. This is like for your honor, kind of like, so you don't feel bad. So yeah, that's why he did that one. Then next time was like Speed Sound Sonic wanted to go against Saitama. He was using Tenfold Funeral, where he can make 10 like 9 other duplicates of himself just by running. So that's like after images. Yeah, after images. This isn't Naruto, Shadows 1 do 2. But next thing he does is, well, he Saitama just does serious
Sideways.
yeah,
jumps.
serious sideways jumps. Pretty much just jumps sideways really fast and makes a bunch of after images. And he just walks through Suicide Sonic, and he's like, Suicide Sonic got hurt. He did that because, he's just like, hey, here's like a little taste of my power. Just a very, like, a sliver. And that, like, yeah, that'd be Sonic. Next was Elder Centipede. He used a serious punch because he's pretty much showing King, because King was about to get hit. He was just showing King that, like, Saitama was there for him. He's pretty much showing, like, the trust there because King was there to, like, lure him in, and Saitama was gonna punch him. And Saitama's just like, okay, I'm, like, doing this so you know that I'm here for you. Then the other times he used serious moves was when he was going against Garo, because,
That's about it.
that's about it.
Like, he just used a whole bunch of different serious moves,
Yeah.
like serious punch, serious headbutt. I mean,
Now, I've talked quite a bit. Let's go on the next reason with Pumpkin Jack. Now, I'm gonna try and let me just swipe. There.
now the next reason, which I'm going to do, and this is the reason why you need to listen to me, because Jerry kind of rambled. I'll ramble, but this one's going to be better rambling. Now, second reason has to be, in my opinion, gag. Now, not like gag as in you just ate something bad and you, like, feel like you want to throw up. Gag as in, parody. A fun character. Now, One Punch Man is a gag anime or a parody anime on, like, basically every other anime. The parody is of it, though, that, the characters have to get stronger in order to overcome their feats, like, to overcome, like, obstacles and, achieve new feats and everything. Like, Goku, he had to get stronger and stronger, because, like, when he first started, he was not strong enough to fight Jiren. He got stronger and stronger, and learned Ultra Instinct, and even mastered it. And then, like, even then, he still couldn't beat Jiren without, like, help. But, I mean, Naruto, he wasn't strong enough to fight, like, Orochimaru or someone like, or Pain or someone like that. I mean, Luffy couldn't fight Blackbeard immediately or something. They had to train. Except, I mean, Luffy you don't really see train as much. He's just strong, like, because of the Devil Fruit. But still, he probably trained himself to, like, learn how to use the ability. But still, I mean, with all this, you gotta remember that, they all trained to get stronger. Saitama, he did train to get stronger. Like, 3 years, in fact. 100, push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and a 10-kilometer run.
There's also another shirt that Pokedex has.
Yeah, I had the training regiment. Now, but after that, he broke his limiter, which is also another fact that I'm going to be doing in this. So, first of all, gag. People say that if you take away the gag, Saitama can be beaten. To which I say, well, if you take away the gag, it's no longer Saitama, it's just any other anime protagonist. Like, seriously, like, if I were to take away the gag from Popeye, it would no longer be Popeye. It would be, just some sailor that eats spinach, but it's like, he just eats spinach. He's not doing anything. You're taking away the gag. Or, like, if I were to take away the gag from Courage the Cowardly Dog, he would just be a dog that's scared of everything. He's not going to, like, start, panicking and trying to tell his, like, owner something. He's just going to be a cowardly dog, not, like, doing any antics. I mean, what's the point in trying to get rid of the gag? Like, if you got rid of the gag of Bugs Bunny, it's not Bugs Bunny anymore. It's just a cartoon bunny that, does nothing. So you can't get rid of the gag.
And Saitama's not even really a gag. Saitama, got his power. Like, he worked for it. It's not like, oh yeah, like, I'm just overpowered. I was always just, like, overpowered. It's not like Psyche K is like, that's more of a gag than this. Because Psyche K is like, more unrealistic than Saitama.
Well, technically they're all unrealistic.
Not like as in like Psyche K is like where he got his power from, or like all the powers he has. That's unrealistic. Like the physics in One Punch Man, like his like how he did training and how he's like his fighting skills. It's not like, oh yeah, I just like punch you and like for some reason you got hurt or something like that. Like Psyche K, they just put a bunch of new stuff in there. Just because it's supposed to be a comedy. It's supposed to be like more of a comedy. One Punch Man, there's comedy, but there's also like action in it that you want to see. So it's not as much of a gag as you'd think.
Also, I've actually had people try and tell me like, take away Saitama's plot armor. Okay, so you know what plot armor is, right? It's like the main character can't die. Like, he's not allowed to die. He has to be there in order for the series to continue. Saitama does not have plot armor.
Yeah.
He's too strong for that. I mean, plot armor comes into a case like, with Goku or someone else. They're fighting someone stronger than them. Like, Vegeta fought against Cell, who was stronger than him, and gets defeated. But Vegeta still comes back because of plot armor.
Yeah, so basically, let's say someone, they should be dead, but they come back to life because of plot armor because, we didn't want to see that character go. Now, Hisoka and Hunter x Hunter, I don't think that's plot armor, that's just Hisoka. Like, he brought himself back to life with bungee gum.
Well, it counts as plot armor. He technically did die. And
yeah.
We might be, like, spoiling this for someone, but, so, sorry, but,
I mean, put that in.
Yeah, I mean, plot armor happens for anyone fighting someone stronger than them. Goku has plot armor against, like, certain people. He's had it. Like, against, Jiren, he technically had plot armor because Jiren was stronger than him. Saitama never had plot armor because he never fought anyone stronger than him. So, yeah. So, like, why would you try and take it from him? You can't take something that he doesn't have.
Yeah, I think that's actually, that's the reason enough.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that was that reason.
So, next we're gonna do is,
wait, can I talk about something? Okay, so, I want to talk about something, two things real quick that are very pathetic. Well, one thing is pathetic and the other thing is, like, different. First thing, if you use the Subterranean King fight against Saitama and say, oh yeah, Goku could, Goku's better, you're kind of stupid. I mean, okay, this is what happened. The Subterranean King fight...
it's just the Subterranean fight, period.
Well, Subterranean fight in general. It's just a dream. You can't use that against Saitama.
Honestly, like, so, the Subterranean fight, whatever, is one of the most action-packed parts of One Punch Man.
It has one of the best themes.
It's, like, one of the best themes, like, in everything. The battle theme is the best. I love that scene. I just love it. But, it's a dream. It makes it even better as a dream because it's like it shows that Saitama wishes he could have a fight like this, but is never going to happen. Like,
So basically, he wakes up, then his like house getting destroyed, and then like he gets punched, and pretty much he gets out back. Then a bunch of these things called subterraneans come out again. They're like, hey, we're like wiping out the earth because we started from overpopulation. So Saitama like makes him angry. Saitama punches him. One punches him still. He still one punches them in the dream.
yeah, that's the best part too. He's still one punching every single one
But
of them in his
I'm
dream.
pretty sure the thing here is that he's taking damage in the dream, and it's more of like a worthy fight. So pretty much he goes he's like jumping on them. He goes on the road. He starts like battling him off, doing like flips and cartwheels. He's he has a lot of flexibility and agility that you don't really see as much in like the other parts. And then he after that he gets knocked back and they think he's dead. He comes back and he's really fighting up. He's like beating them all up, and then there's even giant ones he's beating up. Then the subterranean king comes out and is like, hey, well, you like defeated my children, I'm going to kill you. And Saitama is like, bring it, and they just go at each other. Then Saitama wakes up. He looks outside, and the subterranean king is there, and the other subterraneans, but they're like really small. And Saitama jumps on the king and is like, oh yeah, bring it on. But he's dead, and the other ones leave. Basically, you can't really use that against Saitama. That's his dream. The whole thing is a dream. You can't do anything about that. Next thing I want to talk about is that Saitama is talking to Goku also in the video games. Video games like Jump Force, Goku can be beat by children. And he can be beat by a person with guns and stuff.
Actually, you can get beat by a kid playing a card game.
Yeah,
Seriously.
He can get beat by Yugi from Yu-Gi-Oh!
I mean, then again, if you were to if you were trying to fight Yugi in real life, you'd probably also get your butt kicked by him. It's Yugi. He's pretty OP.
Yeah.
Kaiba too. He'll just freaking get his credit card out and show you that titanium card, and he'll be like, I'm poor.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, Goku can get beat by other people in anime. Well, Saitama in his game, he's still as overpowered as ever. Yeah,
the function of this game is any other fighter game. You could basically call it the same as Jump Force, kind of all the mechanics and everything. But the thing with this game is that Saitama is a playable character, but he doesn't take any damage from anyone really, except for Saitama. If another Saitama were fighting, then it would just be a regular fight, an actual fight between them. So, it just goes to show that he is he's still super OP. They had to make him like that. So now Goku is over here fighting against Deku and could get his butt handed to him. Saitama's over here fighting against, Bang or Tornado, Genos, and is not even breaking a sweat. So it's kind of funny how this is happening. Even in the games, he's stronger, so.
Yeah, also people call him a glass cannon, where if he can do a lot of damage, but he can't take a lot of damage. he can take a lot of damage still.
Did you
he
not
got sent to the moon?
Did you not listen to us talk about the Boros fight? Boros was essentially Frieza level. He was wailing on Saitama taking all the hits, not taking any damage. The only thing that was damaged was his clothing, which is just regular clothing. He's not taking any damage. So you're calling him a glass cannon. Well, I guess this glass is unbreakable or something like that. A glass cannon would be more someone Sans from Undertale. Because Sans can dish out a lot of damage, but he just can't take it. He can dodge everywhere, he can do the Gaster Blaster and everything, but he can't, take a hit. That's why he's dodging. You can't get hit once or anything, or else he would die. Saitama doesn't care if he gets hit. He's just gonna absolutely like wreck you. He don't care.
Okay, so let's go into the next reason. Oh yeah, I like this picture.
Yes.
So basically, I think the next reason should be that. Okay, the creator of One Punch Man. Well, I think I'll say that one for last.
So
So
power scaling.
no, I think you should talk about trying to remember something like. Okay, so oh yeah, his limit.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Talk about
Power.
his limiter here.
All right. So what I love about anime is every time with anyone, the protagonist always has this goal to try and like reach their limit and try and exceed their limit in order to become stronger. That's with Goku. He always like, reaches his limit and goes over it in order to, become stronger. That's cool. Saitama he didn't do that sadly. No, he didn't reach his limit and just overcome it a little bit. He broke his limiter. So, in the manga and everything, Dr. Genis, I think his name is. Yeah, Dr. Genis, he talks to Zombie Man telling him that every living thing has a limiter. There's kind of something there that God placed. Like everything has a limit. Now, monsters they can become super powerful, but they still have a limit. And heroes have the, ability to train themselves in order to reach their limit.
Now, just so you guys know, monsters usually train the monsters when they try and go over their limit. That's usually what happens.
Yeah, so monsters they turn into them when they try and go over their limit. They still have the chance to get stronger, but they still have a limit.
Yeah, they get a new limit, kind of.
Yeah. Saitama broke it completely. It shattered. So this means he has no limit.
Now, you may be thinking, usually people say, oh yeah, he has infinite power. Which, that's not really the case. But...
well, actually, it can go either two ways. He has infinite potential, or he has infinite power.
Now, power means that he one-shot anyone, so he's pretty much the best ever. Infinite potentials means he can become better than anyone he wants to, pretty much. He can become the best if he wants to.
Now, the reason that Saitama would win against Goku is if he had infinite potential, there is a chance that Goku at this state might be stronger than him. So if the infinite potential happened, Saitama could get beaten by Goku once, which, yes, that means Goku would win at one point. But this would also mean that Saitama wants to get stronger, and if he does, he has the potential to become basically far surpass Goku. But there's also the limitless power. Now that he broke his limiter, he has all the power he can possibly ever have, like anything could have. He's essentially just a god. So, yeah, we've seen Goku fight against gods, but not on the scale of Saitama. He, actually, he has no limit to his power. He has basically infinite power. He could, he would beat Goku. Goku would try and, get stronger. This would cause Goku to want to get stronger, but he'll never reach Saitama's power because Saitama's, limitless power. So, yeah. That's a big thing in, One Punch Man, talking about how there's a limiter and everything. Also, another thing I love about it is, the death factor in One Punch Man. So, basically, if you get, a near-death experience, the term, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger? Well, with this, in One Punch Man...
takes it to a whole new level.
Yeah. So, I know that a whole bunch of other animes do this, but, One Punch Man does it a lot. So, basically... what's the word? Okay, so... if a person was, to have a near-death experience, but come back, but, not die, he would become much stronger. like Garo, he's starting to become a monster because like Garo. Well, right now in the manga, Garo's like basically turning into a monster because he's like has so many near death experiences fighting against like all these heroes and monsters. He's become like super strong now. He's basically becoming like the opposite of Saitama. Like I forgot the name of it, but he's like becoming the opposite of him. And I mean Saitama when he was training to be a hero, he fought so many monsters. Remember how like he took damage at that phase. He was fighting so many different monsters, so he kind of probably had a whole bunch of near death experiences, and like which caused him to become super strong. I mean, even the fight against Phoenix Man, what's his frick? Child Emperor versus Phoenix Man. Phoenix Man, like dies, but he resurrects and becomes like super strong. Like, I mean, if you're able to resurrect in this, then you can become even stronger. Like, that's basically how it goes with Hunter x Hunter. Like, if you were to die but then get resurrected, your Nen is super like becomes like exponentially stronger. So like that it's the same for like One Punch Man. So yeah, that like how they deal it with it really shows like how far they can get into it.
Okay, so do you have any more reasons that you think Saitama would be Goku?
Okay, so
just tell me them. Like, just give me the reasons.
well, if I'm gonna be frank, I mean, you already know that Saitama would be Goku. But in my opinion, I don't really see them fighting like how you would think.
Yeah, I know, like
They would be more like they'd probably like get along a lot better than you think. So
yeah,
like
so I don't know if they would actually fight. They probably would.
they would spar probably like training, but they wouldn't fight to the death or like fight because of something. Like they would probably like they might get in like a small scuffle at first. But then realize, oh, like we're both basically the same people. We just want to like protect the innocent and everything. We're like sign him as a hero for fun and everything. And like Goku would probably take a liking to him, kind of. Saitama might be a little annoyed by him because how it is. Like yeah, maybe like Goku might like try and poke fun at it or something because Goku is kind of childish, like at some points. But I mean, they would probably get along pretty well and like. Sparring would be the most of like to the extent of like how bad they're going to be fighting each other. It's just going to like they're probably like train with each other and like Saitama being stronger would be a perfect thing for like Goku to fight against, like try and get stronger.
Okay, so is there anything else? Because I'm about to get to the final part of this.
Any other reason? Let me think.
I don't really think.
I mean, I think we kind of hit everything.
I mean, if you Goku fans like want to go to the chat and try and diss us out, give your reasoning. We would like to hear more reasoning. Our opinions could change. Not really though. Probably not.
We would like to hear your reasoning so that we can discredit you and remember why we are still superior.
As in, give us your reasons so we can give you our reasons. Now, let me see. Okay, make sure you subscribe to Pumpkin Jack. Very, very good.
Yeah.
He got to 70. He lost some just because he stopped exposing people. But he's still really good. We'll do more of these type of videos in gaming.
I mean, you're disloyal if you're trying to, like, if you only watch me because I expose people. Like, who does that?
Then also subscribe to Pop the Bot. I'm a part of it.
Yeah.
It's really good. So, we can just go to... I like this picture. You like this picture?
Yeah, we'll go back to that picture.
Okay, so final reason. Saitama could be Goku. So, the person who made One Punch Man literally said Saitama, if he used like 100% of his power to punch, he could destroy half the universe. Half the universe. That's crazy. That would be good. I mean, if he could easily just use 2 of those punches and he destroyed the whole universe. But like, one punch at full strength can destroy half the universe. That's crazy. Goku can never do that. Now, Goku versus Beerus, he may have like They may have like
They shook the universe itself. Like the fight shook the universe.
yeah, but like
Did that break the
yeah.
universe? Like did that destroy half the universe? No. Like they didn't. They weren't close. They were shaking the universe, so they did something, but they weren't actually like able to break it or anything. They didn't destroy anything. Like really. Like so.
But so Zeno from Dragon Ball Z, whatever Super, whatever Dragon Ball Super. He can destroy the whole universe. I'm pretty sure. But if Saitama has no limit to his potential, so he could be. If he trained more, he could destroy the whole universe. Or maybe he could like train even more, try and destroy like the multiverse, or yeah, something like that. Destroy time reality itself. Pretty much, the opportunities are endless. Like the possibilities are endless. More is what I should say. He could do infinite damage pretty much. Pretty much, no matter what, he can beat Goku. Goku can train harder, but Saitama can train even harder. Saitama can become better than anyone he wants to. Goku can't. He has that limit. Unless we ever see proof that he breaks that limit, then Saitama is stronger. That's pretty much it, right, Pumpkin Jack?
Right.
Look, bottom line, Saitama, infinite potential. If Goku ever got stronger than Saitama can get even stronger than Goku. And Goku can't even. There's a point where Goku won't be able to top Saitama. Like, there's a cap. That's Goku's limit. So, that's pretty much the end of the video. Make sure you subscribe to Pumpkin Jack the Meme God and Pop the Bot. And we'll see you next time. Do you have anything else to say?
We'll do more of these if you want. Like, we can do it on, like, a whole bunch of different things. Like, but we might even make a sequel to this if you guys try and come up with anything that Goku would win, which we're going to come back and discredit because Saitama is the clear winner and Goku will never win.
Also, we have other ideas. Like, we're going to explain some stand powers, like, King Crimson, Poochie stands, isn't that the world over heaven?
Yep. No, it's not the world over heaven, it's just,
oh, yeah.
Made in heaven.
Yeah, made in heaven, and, Bites the Dust from, Killer Queen. We also may do some things about how excuses for, like, people doing stuff, like, excuses for, let's say, a person being Saitama. Like, someone says someone really weak could beat Saitama. That's really bad. But those are the type of videos we could do. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.